and sit down.
Yeah, done it this week, Dave. Oh dear, honestly, oh mate. Yeah. Hello everyone.
Hello
Colin
everyone, we're here again.
Shall I start again? Cheers, Dave. Dave's here, by the way, everyone. Here, Dave, you do the intros this week, mate. Go on.
All right, then, mate. Hello everyone. Hope everyone is fine at home and in this time of onslaught, shall we say. I hope everybody is fine and well, and that your loved ones are just as well. So on we go. Here we go. Chaos, mayhem, and shenanigans to begin with. What you been up to then, Colin?
Hello, Dave. All right. I've been doing my Corvette, mate. Am I all right? Am I all right to go full screen, Dave?
Yeah, go. You go full screen, mate. You're the one that's got all the controls, not me.
Oh no! It's just I went to say hello, and you was like, it was like, oh, all right, then I'll shut up. Oh, dang dog!
Make up to you in a minute.
We don't do no rehearsing, do we? I've done my Corvette, Dave. It's a bit dusty because someone's been cutting roofing tiles, bathroom tiles in here, mate. So it's a bit dusty, bless it. But yeah, I kind of gave that a good old larruping last week, didn't I, with its Technicolor? So you've got...
Yeah, that does look really nice.
You've got Mr. and Mrs. Festa going out in their Corvette. So we got that little bad boy.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know whether James is in. I think he might be. My camera's just in the way of my chat window at the moment. But I kind of might have been doing a bit more on the old Mustang for him. So, all right, James. Wag, wag. Yeah. So, been doing a bit of that. Primed me Yui, Dave. I've primed me Yui and me Nimitz. So, yeah, I've done them.
I need to catch you up then.
And I had a big old stash sort out, didn't I? Because we're doing our stuff for the buddy build. So, yeah, I had a bit of an organising the cave as well because I had the builders in, didn't I, at the beginning of the week because we had the ceilings down because of the rupture.
You had half the ceiling come down.
Yeah, so Festa's man cave was kind of dismantled one end at one point because we had to repipe to the boiler because everything had split and got clagged up and all of that. So, yeah, I'm now setting up ready to start filming the E-models build. So, yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the old ball tank, mate, ain't I? The little, I'll put myself off screen. I don't want to be staring at my own head, mate. I'm going to be doing me ball tank, you know, the old little Russian boom boom.
Yep.
For our affiliate up in the corner there, E-models. So I'll be filming that this week. I might even be able to film the whole lot. I don't know. It depends on other bits and pieces that I'm doing around the house and the medical side. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So with your ball tank, are you doing an out of the box or are you doing a Festa special?
Am I? Balls. Yeah. No, it's going to be on a little tiny diorama because obviously I don't know whether you've been up to. Oh no, you haven't. You haven't been up the E-models, but they've got like a countertop that's like an L shape, and it's a bit like going into a car parts place. You know, one of these little warehouse units with the counter at the front, and it's like a letter L with a flappy bit that you can walk through, but underneath it is all glass cabinets.
Oh, right. Yes,
And,
yes,
and that's where all our builds get displayed in them cabinets and a cabinet behind. See, so I'm mindful that I want to try and keep it to about an A4 footprint. So I shall be putting it on a little snowy, hilly stroke, excuse me, lake diorama that's got a bit of frozen pond and shizzle in it, you know. So,
Ooh.
and it's going to be sitting up there with its. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, it's going to be sitting up there with its guns and that, looking mean and moody, perhaps with one of the doors open and a little geezer up there with a set of binos or something, you know what I mean? So then you can have a little looky-loo inside at the interior. So that's kind of the plan for that. And then I might be trying to line up something a bit special for the build afterwards. So yeah, I can't really say about that yet because negotiations are ongoing.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, folks.
Oh.
What you been up to, Dave?
Me? Oh, I haven't been doing anything.
Do you want me to whop you on the old big screen, or do you want to go and do your cup of tea first, or what?
No, go on, put us on the big screen because then
Yeah.
I'll change the camera.
Do you need to play around with your cameras because Dave's got a new toy, see? So yeah.
I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah. Dave likes his multiple cameras.
Yeah, so as you can see, my grad is coming on a bit of a treat now.
He's mate.
It's gone a little bit dusty and dirty. I've used turn it around that way. I've used some of that to create the dusty effect by thinning it down with some distilled water.
Yeah, just to intrude there, Dave, and go back on that. Did you want to give a bit more info about the brand, mate, and what it does for those that may not have seen it before?
Right, it is Wilder Aqualine. It's kind of a thick acrylic paste that you can, as Ted would say, slap it on.
Yeah.
And you leave it. Well, you can leave it for an hour. And then you can either use tap water or you can use distilled water, and you sort of dip your brush in it and then dry it off a little bit, and you can wipe the brush over, and it reactivates the weathering paste, for want of a better description. And you can come up with effects like I've done here, where it's all sort of, you can still see the underlying paintwork of the vehicle, but it's all dusty and it's all collected in the corners and the crevices and where things join onto each other.
So you can move it around the model then to put this stuff where you want then, yeah?
Yeah, and the best of it is, from what they say, you can leave this on for a month and come back to it and do the water trick again, and it will reactivate, so long as you don't cover it with any, like clear or any kind of varnish or anything like that. Every time you go back to it, you can reactivate it and do a little bit more or change it around a little bit.
Yeah, Mark's modelling ramblings in the chat is saying that Wilder's products are great. So yeah, Skullfish is saying top notch.
Thank you very much. So yeah, it's coming on. I've still got the doors to go in. I've painted the doors.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave them in the solid green colour without any camouflage, and a little bit of a dusting on them, just to sort of denote that something happened to this, that they needed to change the doors but couldn't be bothered to do the paintwork properly.
Right, yeah. One of the was it a Michael Caine moment? You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't done anything on the actual rocket launcher yet, apart from what you can see. So I've still got all that to do. It's now got some windows at the front.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you're going to see these, but there's some tiny little grab handles on the side.
Oh, yeah, I can see them, mate. I'll just tilt my head round so I can see them. Yeah.
Yeah, they gone on. I've put the first coat of paint on the wheel hub, so it kind of makes it look a little bit, a bit more nearly finished rather than just seeing the plastic itself.
Yeah, but it's one of those, isn't it? It had been sat a little while on your table of shame, hadn't it? Because you'd kind of lost your mojo a bit on her, hadn't you?
I kind of lost my mojo, and I think I kind of lost a bit of interest in it. And it was kind of not so much on the table of shame as supporting and upholding the table of shame.
Yeah, and it's nice to see the kit back out, because I can remember when you started it. For me, it was that bit of maximum boomstick. You know, it had a lot of boomability about it, didn't she? And I like the rockets and
yeah, I like this bit.
Yeah, you know, it's got that Russian feel about it, Dave, isn't it? Of less is more, but they're very rugged agricultural thrown together.
They're very very agricultural, very roughy, tufty. This is what you get. You don't need any more than what we've given you, so get on with it, sort of thing.
I like what they do with some of their things, so much so that I was kind of thinking about perhaps a Russian group build for the brunch crew and chat. You know, if anyone in chat's got anything Russian, you know, are the folks in the chat quite interested in doing a Russian group build?
So is that Russian, or is it Russian?
Yeah, or as I've spelt it in the chat, Russian. Because but no, I don't know why. It's just got a feel to it. I did one with Mark over at Spro Surgery a couple of years ago now. I think 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I can't remember now. It was quite a while back. And it's when I did my Zvezda T90.
Yeah, I did my I did a T62 for that as well. Let me change my camera back.
So I've got someone messaging me on Facebook as well. I'm just pointing out to them that I'm live on air at the moment. I'll get back to them. Bless him.
Yeah, I remember doing a T62 that's not a million miles away from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, I kind of like the feel of I don't think I've got anything Russian. I won't turn me back on the camera because it'll be rude of me, but I'll have a look in my stash. But if I haven't, then I'll have a little looky-loo, unless obviously the viewers can think of something that they could say, oh, Festa, why don't you get yourself one of them? I'll put it out there. You know, if you know of anything Russian that you think I'd like to get me teeth into, and I'll have a...
I've got a couple of bits upstairs that I can put up as a choice for the guys to say, right, have a go at that one.
Yeah.
Rather than me pick one for that, then the viewers can pick.
Yeah, Lee's saying it's not on YouTube. I'll have to open up a new tab, Lee. Bear with me, mate. It's all right. I've got Lee messaging me and I'm live, and I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention. Are we actually on the live here, folks? Can someone in the chat let me know? Because I've got someone on Facebook telling me I'm not on YouTube. So could you type in the chat whether or not we're actually live or not? I mean, I just bought my channel up and it seems to say that it's got 17 people watching. So I'm just curious as to whether or not we've gone off. But
YouTube's saying we've got 18 people watching at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what Lee's saying there. I'll fire him over the link in the chat. Can you just pad just for a sec, Dave, for me?
Mark's saying he's watching right now. James is saying live. Andy's saying hello, folks. Hello, Andy.
No worries, mate. I'll bat him over.
Thumbs up, folks.
But,
going by what the guys are saying in chat, Skullfish is saying live here. You're on YouTube. Plastic Monkey saying, yep, you're live.
Yeah,
So,
it must be Lee then.
yeah,
Yeah, he kind of caught me out there because I'm live on air. It's like, yeah, there you
yeah.
go.
Lewis Williamson saying live and kicking.
Yeah, there you go.
I would say that we are live.
Yeah, no, that's good enough. Thanks for that, folks. Sorry about the rudeness of not paying attention. It's just someone messaging me on Facebook and it kept distracting me. Keep bink, 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 you know.
Quano Man saying if you're not live, then you're a very pretty corpses.
Yeah, Lee's in the chat now. Yeah, it's go on, Joan. You should have had a reminder pop up, Lee. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the chat, Lee.
No, you didn't get the notify.
It didn't notify him. That's unusual because I had the thing on a 12-hour notification. Did you not get one then, Dave, either? That's confused you, isn't it?
I've got too many things to check now. You're confusing me.
Yeah, now you know what I felt like. It's a bind when you're live, isn't it? It's all right. Well, me and Dave have been in let's do everything to wind each other up over the weekend mood, didn't we, mate?
Yep.
I've been messing with him.
No, I didn't get a notification, so you didn't do the notification properly then, did you?
Yeah, I did, mate. I can actually prove the point of that by doing you a screenshot if I have to, Dave. Yeah. I'll tell you what then, mate. You can set the next week's one up then.
No, you carry on, mate.
He's not so cocky now. Oh dear, Andy McLeish is asking me, did my plumbing get fixed? Yes, mate. And yeah, I can honestly say they did a beautiful job, mate. I do the I don't mind giving them a plug, actually. I do the thing each month with British Gas, mate. And we've had 2 tanks, 2 pumps pack up and the boiler. So, and it's all been done, dusted, no questions asked, and been done to a very high standard. And I'm more than happy, mate. Yeah, all right. The flood damage is a bind to have to clear up, but I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit of DIY. It keeps me keeps the old, because I'm housebound, it keeps me the cabin fever at bay, you know.
Yeah, and it could have been so much worse. So
absolutely, it was the hot water tank. A muggins here. Me eldest, my eldest lad had got a soak in when the first lot of water come out, and then I've come downstairs and seen the ceiling bowing, and I've gone, look, it's going to fall down anyway. Let's just rip it down. So me being me and heavy-handed and in like flint, I ripped the ceiling down, and to say that I was soaked and covered with 60 years of rat-infested mess, should we say, and he just looked at me, and as I've opened my eyes, I've got these little white eyes staring at him. My glasses had gone down the hallway, like, and he just said, Dad, that looks so funny, mate. And then the missus comes in and goes, what the hell are you two done? I've left you alone for 5 minutes and you've wrecked my house.
It's a shame he didn't get it caught on camera, because then we could have all had it.
Oh, mate, I've still got the cut on my Uta where everything fell down and clouted us in the chops, mate. But yeah, it's it's the 3rd time in the last 6 months that we've been flooded out, Dave, as you well know.
That's your 3 then, isn't it? Because they say
we had the tank go in the loft, but flooded through the ceiling of my son's bedroom and downstairs, the hallway, the landing. So we cleared all that up and put a temporary carpet down and started wallpapering. Then we had the chimney go, and that went. The lead flashing went, and that was only just after I'd put the ceiling up in the bedroom. So it flooded again, so the ceiling came down, so we had to put another ceiling up. And then we had this one split, and it wrecked the hallway that we was in the middle of decorating. So we've both looked at each other, me and my missus, and gone, okay, should we just invite the local hobo to come in and take a big pony in the middle of the hallway and be done with it?
Well, yeah, there is that.
So yeah, it's kind of got a little old, but if we didn't laugh about it, we would.
You'd end up crying.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? You'd get a bit thing, and I just, yeah. James is saying saw part 6 the other day, loving what's that? All the ideas I can assume I'm reading there, James. I'm sorry. Everything you're doing, can't wait for the next one. Any luck for the decals? Yeah, I've got all the decals printed, mate. It's just I'm on lockdown and I'm reliant on my wife, bless her, who works nights, to then go to the post office to get stamps to keep you guys going with your packages. I've got one that I've got to send out to another guy as well. So as soon as she's got me stamps, mate, I'll send them out. Don't worry, they will arrive, buddy. But I'm medically locked down, mate, on isolation because of events that are going on around the world. So I can't go out anyway unless I'm accompanied, but I'm even less likely to go out now because of that. So bless her heart, she's got to sleep at some point, mate. So just be a little patient for me, mate. And as soon as she has posted them, I will send you an email to say they're on their way. Because George has got some decals coming as well. If he's in the chat or watching this back, George, can you ping me, mate, and let me know whether you wanted the 2 sets that I did for Frankie or just the tiles, mate, and I'll get the other half printed because I've got James's to print this week as well because there's some extra numbers I'm going to do for him for Ronnie Peterson. Jamie Bones saying Beaker the pink rings in. Yeah, good man, Jamie. Beaker's saying hello, Jamie. How you doing, Beaker? You still doing your Chuck Norris bit?
Yeah, I didn't see the pink ringer slide in from the rear.
Yeah, Ray is in from Malta. I hope you're doing all right, Ray, and that you're safe and well out there, mate. And you know, how can I say, trade is keeping going as much as you possibly can. Are you still at the shop? Do you still own the shop? If you do, guys in the modelling community, can you buy something off the guy just to keep him his livelihood going? That would be lovely. If you want to put details in a message on me page or Facebook, Ray, as to your shop details and where it is and what it does, I'll happily share that on the show to help keep you going. And obviously, don't forget, we've got our affiliate in the corner there. Yep. Pop along to E-Models, bless them. Selfless pimpage, I know, but
pop along and have a look.
Kind enough to affiliate with us. So again, you know, Peter and the crew up there, you know, in these times of how can we say? I can't say the word because
in times of confusion, I think.
Yeah, in times of the country going through what it's going through in the world, let's as a community all stick together. And if any of you guys are on lockdown like me and are struggling for inspiration or company, you know, I'm at the bench most days. If you've got a webcam and a microphone and you're sat there and you're biting your nails, fed up to the back teeth because you're on isolation, bat me a message and I'll put an hangout up and we can all just start having a get together, come and go as you please, as you want. And if that's something that's interesting to any of you in the chat or watching this back, I'll just put up a waiting room or a sofa or a get together or a club or something on the page, and I'll just put an hangout link up every day. And if you guys fancy coming in for a 10-15 minute chat, then you know I'm at my bench every day, so I'll just leave it running and hello folks, and we all could have a chat and get to know each other. But Ray saying, yeah, I'm okay, thanks, but it's closed now. All right, mate. Well, I just thought I would put it out there. But yeah, I know a few people have got in touch with me over the last couple of days to say that they may be going into lockdown, and one or two of them might be quickly nipping on the Amazon to get a webcam and a mic. So the offer's there, folks, because I know what it's like. You know, I've been housebound for a number of years now and only ever go out to get pulled about by the local hospital. But you can get a bit lonely, Dave, can't you? Because you're working from home at the moment a lot.
Yeah,
Ago.
I'm doing a few days in and a few days at home, and well, I think was it last Wednesday I was kind of getting ready to tread the plaster walls because I
Yeah,
hadn't spoken to anyone for a few hours. Friday wasn't too bad.
yeah,
So, but I'm in for a couple of days next week, and then home for a few days next week. So,
yeah. You know, when
I'm,
Dave,
I understand why it's being done and all the rest of it, but it's just it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural.
well, with all the modern technology and everything, and the things we've got in 2020, it's surprising how quick the bad side of human nature's crept in. And you know, there's a lot of people out there buying 400 or 500 toilet rolls, and I'm getting the ump with it, Dave, because I'm seeing pensioners walking out of shops quite tearful because they can't get a tin of beans, a loaf of bread, a pint of milk, and a packet of loo roll. And I just think it's tragic. So
Yeah,
come on, guys, let's just kill the panic buying and let everyone have a turn. It would be
yeah,
nice.
I get that because was it? I walked into my local Waitrose the other day, and you couldn't buy any fresh veg, you couldn't buy any fresh fruit, you couldn't buy any fresh unfrozen meat, you couldn't buy any bread. And I just felt like throwing my basket on the floor and just having a proper paddy in the middle of the shop. But I just
Yeah, I mean, good friend of mine locally is a paramedic. And I was chatting to her, and she was quite emotional because the missus had bumped into her in the local Morrison's, and she had come off a rather long shift, as you know, and
mm,
was quite upset because you know she went to go and get her weekly supplies and couldn't get nothing. It was empty, and the
mm,
missus, being the missus, said, "Look, come round home. I'll sort you out some milk, a loaf of bread, and some bits and bobs." And that's what she did, you know. And
mm.
off she went, very happy and very appreciative that we have been and shown a bit of kindness. But she's a key worker as far as I'm concerned, and yeah, you shouldn't have to do it, but unfortunately, there are a few selfless people out there. I've been putting photos up on my Facebook, Dave.
Have you? Yeah,
Yeah, of
have you
people
been
with their
doing that
trolley
yourself?
loads of toilet rolls because I think it's not British, is it? It's not the way we do things here.
No. You take what you need and you
Yeah,
leave everything so that everybody else can take what they need.
yeah. And another one as well, folks. We've got some unscrupulous retailers in the UK charging 40 or 20 to 40 quid for a packet of bog roll or hand sanitizer. If your local shops or anyone's trying to rip you off, you can report that, you know, to the trading standards. There are numbers that you can Google. But yeah, you know, a mother that lives close to me, you know, she went to get cowpole and some formula milk, and I can't name the place, but they wanted 11.99 for a bottle of cowpole.
That's
Dave,
wrong.
that's
That's wrong.
that's cruel, isn't it?
That's
And
wrong.
I'm sorry if we get going off the modelling subject, but it's raw, isn't it? I don't like being ripped off, and we've joked about it over the years. Rip off Britain and shrinkflation. You know,
Yeah.
how small's a rich tea biscuit now, and if the ends of the Toblerone get any closer, it'll be a hill rather than a mountain. That sort of thing. But I don't like seeing, you know, mothers have got no choice if they've just had a baby and they can't naturally feed and have to get formula milk. But to suddenly
Mm.
quadruple the price of something, I think
No, it's
is
wrong.
wrong. And hopefully the government step in and fine these people for doing that, because that's not nice.
Yeah.
Quano Man is saying he's been on lockdown for about 5 years since his leg got busted. Yeah, I can associate with that. Still not reached the drinking stage. Haha. Some positives still on the go. Mate, I know. I was in a body brace for 18 months with a badly broken pelvis and upper thighs after an RTA, and yeah, it's not great, mate. And with the MS and stuff, you know, I'm pretty much housebound now because of getting around on sticks. So yeah, sorry to hear that,
Mm.
mate. But like I say, Quano, if you've got a webcam and a mic and just sitting there lonely and getting a bit
cabin fever.
himself and a bit. Dave was like it, kicking his heels and oh no. And I just sent a message and said, I can put a bloody link up, you silly sod. It's not a problem. I'm at my bench. So if I'm at my bench, I'll put a link up. If I don't put a link up, it's because I've had a roofie and I'm comatose. So
Yeah, you had one of those during the week, didn't you? Because
yeah, I had gone 3 days without any sleep, and the missus I found out she's now spiking the Marmite.
oh dear,
Determined, didn't she?
she doesn't give up, does she?
No, but I totally respect for why she does it. I can go days without any sleep, and then I'm unwell, mate, as you know. When I fall over, don't I? And she's only little.
Yeah, I find it a little bit amusing because I'll send you a little message, and I think he's not replied in 5 minutes. So he's either not at the bench watching the telly, or he's having a turnout.
Yeah, it's one of them. You know, it's difficult when you're involved with a group of guys because you're always conscious that they might think you've been a bit rude if you don't respond straight away. But I'm unable to respond if I've been knocked out by a determined Scottish lady.
Yeah, normally when I look at the clock and think, right, it's now getting to the 15-minute stage, right? Mrs. W has given him one of her special cups of tea.
Yeah, but I fall for it every time. She tapped on the door and it was like, come in and have a bit of toast, mate. She said, you know, just get yourself up and about and walking. She said, your feet are a bit purple and a bit swollen. You might want to just, you know, get the crutches and get yourself mobile type of thing, you know. And yeah, of course I will, love. So I did that and had a pop about. She said, go and sit yourself in your chair and have a back massage. I've got one of these orthopedic massage chairs in my lounge. So I thought, that's nice. I think I'll do that. Not registering that she's up to something. I'll bring you in a cup of tea and some toast and Marmite. And she even cut it into soldiers. Oh, love it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I have my little soldiers, Dave. I like my soldiers, mate. Things I shouldn't say.
I take it you have a boiled egg and soldiers then, do you?
Oh, no, I can't have eggs, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't digest them, Dave, I'm afraid. Yeah, so she's how can I say, put some of my let's go to sleep powdered stuff in the Marmite and given it her. Because she knows I'm beginning to pick up the taste in me tea, see. Yeah. And so yeah, she sparked the Marmite instead. So I still ended up fucking comatose. Oh, still ended up comatose. So yeah, apologies for my little expletive there, folks. Yeah. But yeah, Skullfish, she's saying the insomnia is brutal at times. Glad your missus is on your case. Yeah, it's something her and my GP deal with. My GP gave her some stuff that will knock me out when I need it. And yeah, because you do need to recharge your batteries. But as Skullfish says, the insomnia can be brutal. The thing is, if you can't sleep, there's nothing you can do about it. You just physically cannot sleep. You can't zone out, switch off through pain or whatever it may be. And you end up on autopilot, Dave, don't you?
Yeah.
And, you know, I've done it. I've gone 3-4 days before without a kip. And then my missus goes, what day is it? I don't know. I've got no idea. When did you last go to bed? Because every time I'm going out, you're still up. I'm like, I don't know, weekend, wasn't it? And she's like, it's Thursday, mate. And then you think, okay, I'm going to keep an eye out if she makes me a cup of tea now. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I still fall for it. I'm like, she knows, mate. The way to get round me, mate, is just offer me a mug of tea. I'm anybody's for a cup of tea. Well, within reason. Yeah. Ray's saying hello to Skullfish. Who else have we got? We got Making Models are in. Hello, geez.
Hello, mate.
James is in. One of my girlfriends had a bubba and can't even get stage 1 milk anywhere. Oh, mate, that's a bind. Well, if anyone can help out,
Yeah.
either watching back or in the chat and can give James a message for his one of his girlfriends where they can get some formula milk, then or pick up a tin and let him know. I'm sure we can start shipping each other essential stuff that we can or can't get in the shops. Perhaps that's something we can do as a community. If anyone out there's got surplus hand sanitizer and someone ain't got any, and do yourselves a little trade or something, and let's as a community work together through this and help each other and prove to the rest of the country that with a bit of common sense and dignity we can all share alike.
And
I'm sounding a bit like an old hippie, Dave, ain't I?
You are. I'm going to change the subject ever so slightly.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
We've not asked that question, have we? The question is, what's on the
question, mate?
Yeah, it's what's on the bench and what is in or about to go in the belly. Answers on a postcard.
Oh, a nice slurp of tea's gone in mine, mate.
Yeah, I thought you was getting a bit dry.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated. That's his way of politely saying, "Shut up, Festa." Quano's saying the doc's told him he's got PTSD, induced insomnia. As long as I've got my Xbox, I'm good. Well, good for you, mate. At least you found a way out. Lee's saying I'm still confused why McLaren's still working as most car makers are closing. Well, I heard on the grapevine, Lee, that they're working with the government to help try to produce parts for the ventilators. I think Dyson's and some other manufacturers, which is really good of them, I must admit. Them and some of the Formula One teams are pooling their resource, so to speak, to try to make ventilators for the NHS to try to keep us healthy, mate. And if that's the case, then mate, I'll take my hat off to them and go, props to you guys and well done.
Well done.
Well done. Because
James Chapman, belly, prawn mayo sandwiches, bench, Lego, Parisian restaurant.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, talking of Lego, I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, you go and get your Lego, mate. Lewis Williams, bench photo etch for the 1350 HMS Belfast. Belly will be roast pork and all the trimmings. You like a bit of pork, don't you, geese? Yeah, a bit of the old crackling and all, mate. Yeah. Get in there. Plastic Monkey, he's saying 148 Tornado, belly roast pork belly.
Get in there. Pork. Go on.
Osric 9000. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you was back because my camera's right in the middle of my screen on a suction cup. Osric 9000's going belly cold flakes bench empty, so peering at the stash quizzically. What you got in your stash, mate? And we'll choose something for you.
Yeah, give us half a dozen choices, and then everyone in the chat can have a pick.
Yeah. Jamie Bones got a 1/72 scale English electric lightning. Good shout. Belly roast on all the trimmings. God, mate, all these roast dinners, Dave.
Yeah.
Ding dong. We're going on to Lee Eagles, mate.
12th scale GTR and Monster Juice, whatever that is.
Good shout.
Frankie goes to Hobbywood. Belly, hot red curry, bench is empty. Oh, come on, Frankie.
Good segue there, mate.
Where's the photograph for the what the red curry?
It might be in the group, mate. Carl over at Making Models. Good segue there. On the bench, he's got the 48th, 1/16 for the model officer's 48-hour build. Right, we've got on the it's on the model officer's mess, I think, Carl, isn't it? As a mod, I think you should be able to key it in. If it's not, I'll do it this end. But if you want to add it to the page or anything, feel free, mate. But the guys over at Model Officers Mess are doing a 48-hour live buddy build. Am I right in thinking that? For
I think
the
they are, yeah.
cuppa or thereabouts. I think they might have opened it up to other things as well. So yeah, that's the guys are doing that. So keep an eye out for that.
Excuse me.
Sandwich in the belly, good man.
Mark saying thumbs up to Sainsbury's as they are letting NHS workers in half an hour before the general public. Yeah, good for them.
Well done, Sainsbury's. Props, mate. Well done, bro.
Shane Young saying belly roast chicken. Oh, roast chicken. Oh, nice. Bench is an ICM German 3-ton truck.
Oh, get in there. Quano Man saying Belly is getting enough pies. I may get me sexy Scottish accent like that dude from the Austin Powers movies bench. Adds the Falcons Electronics on it. Oh, good for you, mate. Yeah, are you gaining a few pounds, are you, Quano? I know that feeling, mate.
Yeah, I think I've tubbed up a couple of pounds with this.
I keep saying to my doctor, why is it you keep giving me the meds that make you gain weight and retain water? I said, I've got a knackered spine as it is. I could do without getting any bigger. And she goes, you will take them. All right, then.
You've been told.
Yeah. Jamie Bones saying he's got the Revell 132 i16. Lee Eagles. Go on.
Making models, he's saying yes, and they won't be back on until after 1400.
All right, mate. Well, keep an eye out for that, folks. Model Officers Mess. If you go into your YouTube and do a search, and if you haven't got them subscribed, please do so and ring the bell. And pop over, give them a visit, say hello to the guys in chat, so that they don't feel they're on their lonesome, and have an afternoon with them. You've got Fox and Chris on as well, DeSavo, so plenty of entertainment.
Yeah. Lee Eagles is saying he's got a hobby zone work in progress box. Get yourself some Gorilla wood glue, mate.
Yeah, James is saying just posted a few pics on your page. Yeah, I am aware, mate. I will get round to doing that shortly. If you do post any after, mate, I'm going to hold off till next week because it was causing me some issues last week, having to keep refresh. So I'm kind of going to limit it this week. So, yeah, if you can post your stuff up now, last minute posters, then in about, what's the time now? About 15 minutes or so, we'll do the group thing, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, do the photos for about 1:30, and then everybody's got plenty of time to get their last-minute posts in.
Yeah. I know what they're up to. They want theirs last so that they're first on screen, eh? Is that what you're all doing?
No, what you want to do now is confuse them. You start at the bottom and work your way to the top.
I'll be all right once I get me no computer, because it's going to be a lot quicker than this old rat box.
I was going to say, your stoker's getting ready to start stoking up that boiler for you.
I'm doing all right. I've only got one tab open at the moment, which is the Facebook group ready. But yeah, so I kind of, that's why I sort of say, oh, if you're going to post now rather than keep doing it, because you know what it's like. I did it to you the other day, didn't I? I had to do a refresh on something and it killed the hangout.
Yeah. So,
and it was like, where's he gone? And I'm yattering away, and I'm like, he ain't answering, insociable sod. And I looked up, and there was a blank screen.
Yeah.
I'd done a tip.
There's a blank person at the other end of the screen going, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, so, yeah, it's just one of them. I would tell you what my computer is, but you'd all talk about me, laugh at me, point at me, and go, he's got a Core Duo. Oh, I've just told them. Oh.
I'm not laughing.
But yeah, Model Officers saying bench 148 scale Bristol, belly enchiladas. Oh,
Ooh, that sounds a bit posh.
yeah. Yeah, model officer saying, Colin and Dave, why not pop in and see us later? I did earlier, mate. I was saying hello in the chat, guys, just before you went off air, just before we came on, mate. Because I put a comment in saying, did you guys want us to do a shorter show so that we didn't clash with you guys? And yeah.
And
so,
there you was,
yeah, when I came in, there was 4 screens with the black cutting mats on. And yeah, I'm like, okay, they're on. So I just typed it in the chat for you. So, yeah. Andy McLeish is saying, sorry, guys, got customers again, being classed as frontline essentials because I work in mobile phones is a bit of a bugger. Yeah, mate, you're going to be swamped, ain't you? Bless you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, keep it coming, mate. And you're doing a good job, Andy, keeping the nation talking on our mobile phones. Again, they are the forgotten people, the people that work at the telecommunications companies to do with the mobile phones, and there's O2EE, all of that. They're all on ridiculous working times at the moment so that we can all pick up our smartphones and talk to our loved ones. So bear them a bit of fault and show them a bit of love as well, because, you know, they're keeping us all talking at the end of the day. So props to Andy, mate, and all the work you're doing, buddy. And again, you know I've said it earlier about the panic buyers, but people like Andy that are working 24/7 to keep us all able to interact are the guys that are missing out when it comes to their own essentials. And because they can't get them, they then have to isolate because they, you know, yeah. And so then that knackers us up for communicating. So let's, as a community, you know, if so-and-so's got extra toilet roll and you could do with some, and you've got an extra bottle of sanitizer, then let's start doing some swapperoonies and help each other out.
Do a little bit of bartering, X amount of loo roll for a bottle of sanitizer or whatever.
Absolutely, you know. And it's funny, if I or the wife see formula milk, we pick up a tub for the girl next door who's got the babe. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, knock on the door if you need it, darling. There you go. And she's like, "Oh, you're a lifesaver." And it's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be, you know, if you know, you might have someone who's a roofer or a window cleaner in your family will come around and clean your windows when the time is right. I don't mind, but
yeah.
It's the neighbourly thing to do, Dave, innit? I had Mather that lives behind me. She knows I'm housebound, and she sent me a PM the other day. She said, I'm going to ask you a really personal question. And I went, love, I'm a man of a certain age. And all joking aside, she went, if you ain't got any loo rolls, geese, she said, I've got an extra packet here if you need it. And I thought, what love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How nice is that? So, yeah, there are decent people out there. So, Mads, cheers, darling. Quano's saying, I don't need bog roll. I've got me 3 seashells. Yeah. Someone put a meme up on Facebook of that the other day, and I thought it was quite comical. You know, it was Stallone and Sandra Bullock out of Demolition Man, Dave. Was it Demolition Man? Or it was, wasn't it? And Stallone's looking at her and going, yeah, I bet they wish they knew what them 3 seashells were for now.
Yeah, Jamie Bones saying, Quano Man, wet and dry sandpaper works well as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that the 80 grit stuff? Ooh.
Yeah.
Mind you, Dave, I can think of a certain photograph, mate, that you may have been using the 80 grit that night because you had visited the baboon, didn't you, mate?
That was not nice. That was yeah.
Oh, it's funny,
though. We will just leave it at that, I think, just to be keeping it clean.
Wow, absolutely. But suffice to say, I may have sent him a messenger photograph of the screenshot of him sitting at his bench going,
I think it was more like laying on, putting my head on the desk.
You had a little glint in your eyes, Dave, that may or may not have been a tear.
I'll tell you what, there might have been a few tears gone before I got downstairs.
Oh, yeah, Andy's saying, yeah, just find me near the violation ticked dispenser so I can use paper. Yeah, God, wouldn't that be good if we had swear boxes in our house that if we swore it gave us a ticket? Mate, I'd have the longest roll of roll in the world, mate.
I wouldn't be that far behind you.
Oh, we could turn the air blue some nights, Dave, and we don't realise we're doing it, do we, mate?
No. What was it? I turned the air blue the other night because I recorded some video footage of what was I doing at the time? The M977 build. Took the card out the phone, put it in the laptop, and there was no video. So I started swearing. I started swearing even more when I found out that the videos that I'd shot, I'd recorded to the phone. The phone will not connect either wirelessly, Bluetoothly, or wired to the laptop because it's that old. And so swearage kept on going. So the air got bluer and bluer. And then when I worked out that I had to upload everything to YouTube to download it so that I could do the edits, it got extremely blue.
Lee Eagles is asking, where's the best place to get styrene sheets? I think I got my last lot off of the Fleabay, mate. A4 styrene sheets. I think our affiliate might do them, and I think also John does, doesn't he? Does John do them? Dave?
Yeah, because I think I got my last bits and pieces from John.
Yeah, over at Scale Model Shop. So you've got E-Models, Scale Model Shop. I think the last time I got mine was off of eBay because I got decal paper at the same time. So yeah. But yeah, and I like to try and keep a stock of styrene sheet here, even though I've got the 3D printers now. It's still nice to have. As James will know, well, no, he won't know actually because he hasn't seen the episode. Because episode 7 is sat up on YouTube. There was a classic Boo Boo by Festa because I had encoded it and forgot to change the thumbnail, so it still had episode 6's thumbnail, and I've only just put episode 6 on Patreon. But episode 7's uploaded as well, James. You can't see it yet because I'm going to make you wait. I know, I'm a git, you know, but yeah, and in there I'm showing how I made that front spoiler, Dave, that's primed at the moment. And, you know, it's stuff like that when you're teasing him,
aren't you? You really are teasing him. You just lift it up and then you drop it back down again.
Oh yeah, because I know he's in the chat and he's itching. You know, look, suicide doors, James. Wag, wag, wag. Oops. So yeah, I know I'm wrong, mate, and I love it. You know, it's even got the tank behind them there, ready for the tombstone to go on and the underneath, and yeah, look, he's going. Wait.
Yeah, he'll be watching it back and then pausing it.
Yeah, he will.
For Jamie Bone, the Lego is the hot rod.
Sorry, Dave, I put you on the full screen, mate. I knew you went off to do something, and I started yattering like a. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did this Friday night, I think. I just sort of got the box out and thought, right, I'm going to have a go. I haven't put the stickers on. I'm leaving it plain because I like it plain. But yeah, had a bit of fun and games doing this. Just as a bit of a palette cleanser and yeah, just to do something different. It was good fun.
Oh yeah,
I recommend it. If you got some Lego, it doesn't matter if it's Lego or Lego Technics. Have a go.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? It's Lego, innit? Yeah, I've got Meccano underneath here, mate. You know what I mean? It's like just different, innit? You know?
Yeah, I never really got into Meccano.
You know, I mean, I said to the missus, I like having that. It gives me something to fiddle with. She said, well, you want something to fiddle with? I'll cut the pockets out your shorts. And I'm like, love, yeah, don't do that. Anyway,
No answer to that, is there?
mate, you've met the wife. She's got that brilliant Scottish sense of humour, isn't she?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. She's good.
If you had seen her kick me out of her kitchen the other week, Dave was sitting there creasing up
Oh,
because my little 5'0" pocket rocket of Scottish anger had evicted me from her kitchen with a go F off and get out of my effing kitchen. And Dave was sat there creasing up, and I'm like, and I walked in and I looks at him and I go, yeah, that told her, didn't it? And his head come through the door. She went, I'll slap you as well in a minute. You know, shut up. All right.
yeah, and you sat down and the bottom lip was out. It could, if it got any further out, it would have been a diving board for someone.
Oh, mate, it was, wasn't it? I got proper told to sit down and shut up. And I'm like, but don't even go there, she went, because I'll put a lock on this door and you won't get out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love her a bit, mate.
Just waiting for one day for the rolling pin to come through the door and it's like, bop.
Well, because I'm building a bookcase door behind me so that in the kitchen it's like a fake cupboard unit with shelves on it and that, and in the corner's going to be a book that's going to be the latch for the door, you know, like a secret door. And she wants me to do it so that one of the shelves where the book is, you grip the book and you slide it and it's a food hatch, and she just wants me to do that for the laugh, so that when me and Dave are live or whatever, the hatch goes and she puts me food through and shuts it, you know. And it's like, I said, yeah, but I said, knowing you'll put a lock on the outside and lock me in and put a pea pot in the bottom. She went, I hadn't thought of that. It was like, yeah, bless her. But Andy McLeish is saying, oh, Cole, that's pretty. Me loves the Death Stang. Yeah, it's a commission I'm doing for James Chapman in the chat, mate. It's going to have the diorama with the discs and that they drive over to activate all the weapons. There's going to be girders, and I can't say too much more because James will be going, oh, yeah, I know what I'm getting now. But yeah, it's going to have a nice little die over the car on, and Frankenstein stood next to it looking mean and moody. And yeah, I'm enjoying doing it so much so that I've been out and bought another Mustang. I'm going to build one myself as well.
Yeah, James Chapman is saying, no, you can't do that to me. I think you need to do a bit more then. You need to tease him even more.
Oh, do I need to tease him even more?
Yeah.
James, look at them guns. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, he's going to be there crying, isn't he?
RJC's saying that looks awesome, Dave. Shane is saying to Reese, hi, Reese, and Clarice. Hello, Clarice and Reese as well. Lee Eagles is giving it the old laughy pops. Andy was saying, bonked on the noggin, rolling pin coming from, just in case of dispute, break glass box. Good man. Yep. RJC saying, yeah, the Colin trap. Yeah. Shane saying they're fine. Lewis is saying he's got the best wife ever. She has let me put a deposit down for the 1-200 Titanic and the HK Lancaster. Lewis, you've got yourself a diamond, mate.
A diamond. Yeah, how many points did you spend on that then?
Yeah, I mean, me and my missus, we've been together, 34 years now, and married for 31 of them. I gave up smoking when I had major surgery on my neck and spine to fuse it all and help me sort of fight this battle to stay out of a wheelchair. And I know the violins are out, but you know, they went all that work to keep me walking, and I thought, you know, something the least I could do is try and pack up the smokes, because they said, look, you've got all this metal gone into you. It might fuse and heal a bit quicker if you was to cut down on your smoking. And I went, I'll pack up if you want. And my missus was like, That'll be the day you can't do it. Well, for me, that was red rag to a bull. I thought I'll prove her wrong. I thought nothing of it. I gave up the fag, see, and 2 years later, I'm still not smoking. Quite chuffed with myself, I was. I came out one morning and there's a box on me bench. I'm like, bloody hell's that? I'm not expecting anything. Opens it up. Welcome to the Valentino Rossi 1/4 scale bike build. Here's the first few issues. And this bike's 1/4 scale, weighs 4.5 kilos when it's finished. It's a big old beast.
I was going to say, it's a little one.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't ordered this. I'm sitting there, I'm like, and this little eye comes round the corner and goes, you forgot, didn't you? You gave up smoking. That's your reward, mate. So she gave, she's doing the D'Agostini or whoever it is subscription for the big old Rossi bike for me. And I've just took out the subscription for the other set as well, the little Rossi bikes over his career collection that's come out. So
yeah, you're doing that one as well, are you?
Yeah, James, bless him, in the chat, kindly sent me episode or issue 1 because he knew, one, I'm unable to get out, and I probably hadn't seen it on the telly because I've kind of been avoiding the doom and gloom on the TV a bit. Because,
well, yeah, that's
as you know, I'm a bit of a depressive, and I'm not shy in admitting it. I've got me demons and the mental health issues with depression, and seeing all the doom and gloom sometimes gets you down, doesn't it? And I avoid it because, but so anyway, he kindly sent me that, and I was like, yeah. So I told the wife how thin she's looking and how much weight she's lost and how much I love her, and she said, yeah, you can fucking get the bikes as well. And then promptly turned up later on with a pair of new shoes. It's like,
yeah, and a new handbag and a new this and a new that and God knows what else.
Nah, she's a good girl, mate. Nah, she's a diamond, mate. I love her more every day, mate. You know what she's doing for me. She's me carer as well as me wife, mate.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
She's kept me able to do this. It was her idea to set all the man cave up and get back into the hobby because she got fed up with me getting the ump with myself because as my health failed and I was less able to run my own trike because I run a trike business at the time. And I was unable to weld and I was getting the shakes and couldn't paint to the standard I wanted to anymore. And I was getting the ump about it. And she got fed up with me and said, crying out loud, find yourself a hobby. And yeah. And that was it. Jamie Bone is saying the Rossi bike collection. Yeah, that's the very one, mate. I can't remember what scale they are now, mate. It would mean me getting up and trying to find the box, which is buried over there, and I might fall over at the moment because me leg can't break.
I don't know. Are they 32nd scale or maybe a little bit bigger?
I don't know, mate. I think James is in the chat. James, can you remember the scale of them Rossi bikes, geez, offhand, mate? I don't know whether they're 1/12th, 1/24th. I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm a bit dodgy on the pins.
1/18th.
1/18th.
Yeah, James just got back.
Quano's saying he's just signed up for the 1/8 scale Ecto 1. That's the thing out of Ghostbusters. Am I right, mate?
Yeah, that's the ambulance thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. He says he's going to need a bigger house because he's got the half scale T800 and a 1/8 scale DeLorean. Yeah, I liked the look of that DeLorean, I must admit. It did appeal to me at the time. A lot of people argue, don't they? And I've had this thrown at me recently with a big Rossi bike where they go, oh, it's a lot of money and it's a rip-off. And I'm like, but it ain't, because you think how much a model kit would cost of that size and complexity and quality. Yeah, so...
Yeah, because...
It's like the big old Titanics, isn't it? That's about 5 or 6 kits in the box, and it's about 200 quid. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then you look at the price of the HK or the Wingnut Wings 32nd scale Lancaster. Both of those are the north side of 400 quid.
Yes.
So how many issues is the Rossi bike?
46, mate. Same as his number.
So when you buy the magazine and you get the bits and pieces that come with the magazine, and by the time you've got to the end of it, you've probably spent the same amount or maybe a touch more than what you would spend on a 32nd scale Lancaster or
Oh yeah, I mean, like Jamie's saying there, like myself, if you go premium with it, you get all the Rossi helmets as well in 1/5 scale. You know, you get a collection of them. So there's, you know, other bits and bobs and baseball caps. You know, they're 20 or 30 quid a pop if you go to a race. So you know, there's loads of little bits and bobs. I think they're a good thing myself because I mean, I was having this chat with Ted regarding the Titanic, and we was chatting about that. And he's currently building his man cave, bless him. And I got to talking, and we was going through the box and what's in it, and you know, and I looked at it and I thought, well, each one of the boxes inside is the equivalent of a kit. It's a bit like the big submarine he done, you know. And I said, you work it out for, like, you know, I've got Rye-filled tanks up there, and as you know, I got a good deal on them when I bought them.
Yeah, you got a very good deal on those.
I got 2 for just over the price of 1. I think they made a boo-boo there, but hey, you know, they're paying my game.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you look at what, say, one of them would retail for, and you look at the Titanic, you think, well, you've got 4 or 5 of those in one box. So it equates, doesn't it? And it's the same with the Agostini stuff. It's die cast, it's screwed together, it's big old stuff. But again, as a modeler, we can go in and we can detail up as well if we want. Now, a lot of people would go, why are you detailing up on a D'Agostini? You're paying a lot of money for it anyway. Well, the reason we do it is because we can. That's what modelers do. We're never happy, are we? I mean,
no, you buy a kit and then you look at it, you go through it and think, oh, well, I don't like that bit and I don't like that bit. Can I get an aftermarket for that? Can I get some photo etch to replace that? And off you go. You spend the same amount on extra bits as you paid for the kit. So you're not doing anything any different with the bigger kits or the bigger things that you get with the magazines.
Yeah, Vincent over at Mr. Lofts is making a good point. You know, he said it's something you need to look at part works by part work. There's stuff out there that's great, and there's stuff that's way too pricey for what it is. No different than any other expensive kit. Exactly. You know, do a bit of the old research on it. You know, there's a big Bismarck that's doing the rounds. There's loads of them there. Some of them are good value, and others are perhaps not so good value. It's what you're after, isn't it? At the end of the day. He's also saying, what? Replacing stuff with aftermarket worth more than the base kit? Oh, mate, never. Yeah.
Call the other one, it might start chiming like Big Ben.
Yeah, that's just crazy, he says. Yeah. Vincent is, I think he's got an affiliation with Edward. I think you should do that for a gag, Vince.
I don't think he's got an affiliation. I think he's one of the core sponsors.
I think as a cheeky thing, Vince, for your YouTube channel, mate, you should get in touch with Edward and see whether they'll affiliate with you, mate, because I think that would be so you. Plano saying, I don't drink alcohol or go out for meals. Same here, mate. I'm teetotal, buddy. So I look at it as I'm spending the same in a month for someone who does that, but has something to show off and be proud of at the end. Here, mate. I'm the same.
Exactly, mate. Yeah.
James is saying, so far the part works I've built Hachette 1/16 Tiger tank, all good shout. O-gauge Flying Scotsman, nice, and Agostini's 1/8 Mustang and the 08 Lewis Hamilton McLaren. Very good choices, I must admit. They really are, mate. There are some good ones. It's funny. I mean, you see them advertised, don't you? And I don't know whether you're the same, Dave, but I sit there and I'm like, I do like to look at that. Yeah.
Well, Lewis Williams is saying he's doing the Bismarck. That's not going to be a small kit.
Yeah, I think it's about 4.5 foot long. Am I right in thinking, Lewis? The Bismarck. And again, that is fantastic. And Jamie Bone is saying the other one that I had my eye on, and it was the 112th Senna MP4 McLaren.
Ooh.
And yeah, there was a Red Bull one as well. I think it was it Sebastian Vettel's championship winning car?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was surprising, mate.
I might have to have a look at one of those and see if there's anything that kind of floats my boat.
I think you would enjoy them, to be quite honest with you, Dave. You know, it is one of those. It depends on what you are looking for. Lewis is saying about the Bismarck, it's 1/200 scale. It's 1.25 meters long, but a meter's what, 3'3", isn't it?
Yeah, 3'3". That's probably getting on for just short of 4.5 foot.
Yeah. So it's a big boat with big boomsticks, Dave.
A lot of big boomsticks, if I remember right.
Because wasn't there a Titanic one done? I can't remember. Someone in the chat will probably know.
I think there was, yes.
But as far as I know, I think there was a metallic. What am I on about? A Titanic part works done. I can remember there was an HMS Victory one years ago, wasn't there? But I think that was wood, wasn't it?
Might have been, yes.
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? It's a wooden boat. But should we do a bit of gallery?
Yeah, why don't you do a little bit of gallery? Because then I can go and make that cup of tea that's overstewed now.
Oh, Whippлекins. Oh, you poor little lammerkin. Well, you might notice I haven't got one at all. But yeah, you go and do your cup of rosy, mate. There you go. We'll do a bit of gallery.
If Mrs. W is listening, can you supply Colin with a cup of tea, please? Because he's got.
Good God, mate! I'm not. Yeah, no, she'll beat me up, mate.
Can we all watch?
That's not very nice, Dave. That's not very nice at all. You rotter. Righty-o. Let's have a little looky-loo at a bit of gallery then, shall we, folks? First up, we've got James Chapman doing a few pics of a Lego Parisian restaurant with LEDs. There you go. So for you Lego buffs out there, you've got a nice big house going on. Bit of the old Lego. Is this the one you're doing with your daughter, mate? Oh, look at that. That lights up nice. I like that. James is saying in the chat that Hachette released the Titanic many years ago, the same as the Lancaster. But yeah, call that lights up. Gorgeous, that does. I like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is, isn't it? It's James's Lego Doll's House restaurant thing that he's doing. I think that's one he's doing with his daughter.
Oh.
But yeah, and it's surprising because you enjoyed doing that one that you did.
I did. It was completely different, and I think because James has been on about the ones that he's been doing, and I just thought, you know what, I've got some upstairs. I'll get one out, and I'll just sit and see how far I'll get with it, and I just kept on going until I finished.
Absolutely, mate. Oh yeah, I like that. That's pretty nifty, mate.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I like that. It all lights up and everything. Yeah, come on, Facebook. You can do this. There you go. See, your computer was trying to scroll there. Got Lee Eagles there. Put up. I think this was the Skyline. Am I right?
Yeah, I was going to say that's looking a bit like an engine.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the little touches, the leads for the battery. You know, little touches like that, mate, are the nuts. I think he's even put the foil on the inside of the arches there, the heat shields and all of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going all out with that. And braided O's coming up there. There's some more braided O's going on. Braided O's, Dave, not letter O's, but braided O's.
Yeah, no fork handles.
Yeah, see what I did there, mate, can't you? Some bloke called James Skiffins got the 48-hour build going on over at Model Officers Mess. Look at that, Dave. Wicker chair.
Oh, nice.
Ding dong.
Very nice.
He does some beautiful paint effects, mate. I must admit, I could sit and watch their work all day long. Him and Carl over there doing their thing. Carl's the scratch building god of the community.
Yeah, he just takes a load of bits and pieces and rubbish, and suddenly something really nice comes out of it. And you think,
mate, he's a magician, and he can create something out of nothing. And it's like,
I just think, okay, I'll just pack up the whole bench and I'll stop, because
the Eagles there, another picture there of the skyline. Bit of work on the old engine bay there. Again,
nice.
The heat shield going on. And it's brilliant how everyone's embracing the photos, Dave, as well. It's nice to see, isn't it? You've got some rear end detail going on there, Dave, with the fuel tanks and that.
Nice.
Pipes, bit of the old carbon fibre.
That's going to be a nice one when that's finished.
That is. Jason there is Jason's Cano man, yeah. Bench needs a tidy, plus the Warlock is coming along nicely. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is seriously nice.
That's nice.
James Chapman there has got a video going on. King Parisian Restaurant and Vanadu lighting set build review. So there's a full review going on of that Lego set going on his channel. So pop over and give him a visit. And if you sit and watch the video, give it a thumbs up for us. Some geezer here called David Atkinson. Don't hurry.
No, skip past it because they're rubbish.
Some bloke building. You're building a Russian grad as well, mate. You should have done a buddy build with him.
Should have done.
So yeah, there's a bit of the old grad going on there. Big old boom tubes and that on the back end there. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, Dave.
Yeah, I am tempted to leave the doors off it, to be honest with you.
Well, just throw them on the back and have them tied on with a bit of string or something, mate.
Well, yeah.
Because they could be driving it on a hot day, couldn't they?
Yeah, air conditioned.
Yeah. So that's the old Grady Pops going on. It's looking good, that, mate.
Yeah, it's getting there.
And that old weathering stuff seems to be doing the trick, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, it's nice and it's easy to use as well.
Oh, he's even got an update on his channel there.
Oh, no, I've been on it like a bonnet this morning.
Excuse me, I was just getting a mouthful of drink there.
That's right.
Episode 3 of the Grab Builds up on his channel. Can't think of the name of his channel now. What was it, Dave?
Oh, Model Maker Dave's Workshop.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as yours. Is that you then?
Yeah, it is me.
Yeah, I know. Lewis Williams, that's the camouflage done on the 1350 scale HMS Belfast. Is this the one that's got the old Dazzle camo, is it? Oh, look at that.
Oh.
That's going to look nice, mate, isn't it?
Razzle dazzle.
We've all done it, and you've got to build a boat at some time. And the only downside is they are big, aren't they? A mate of mine, he does a lot of aircraft, and I've got mine hanging from the ceiling on fishing line. But what he does is he has them hanging on the wall like an ornament, So he has a little U-hook that he puts the front wheel in, and the plane is mounted on the wall. It's a clever idea, and he does it with these ships as well. He puts a little tiny hole in the front of the bow, puts a nail in the wall, and just hooks it on the nail, and it hangs there, and a different way of displaying them, isn't it?
Yeah, very different. I don't know if I would do that myself because one knock and it could come crashing to the
It's
floor.
only him that goes in there, isn't there? So yeah. But yeah, I'm clumsy, me, mate. I mean, I've got stuff screwed on the ceiling just to stop me from breaking it. You know what I mean? Lewis there, he's got the 48th scale Hobby Boss Tomcat going on.
Oh, we like Tomcats.
Yeah, it's one of them. I kind of, I'm like, do you know something? I'm gonna have to get a Tomcat.
Yeah,
Got to, ain't ya? You got to have one. You got to build one.
Well, I've got one upstairs, so I should really get that down and
Yeah.
Well, let's get the table of shame cleared first before I.
Well,
I start.
yeah. I mean, I've got to lose my virginity, haven't I? Because I've never built a Spitfire, and I've got the Iron Maiden Aces I want to do, you know. And Dave looked at me in such an ashamed way because I've never built a Spitfire. But I tried to redeem myself by going, yeah, but I've built an Hurricane.
Well, that's all right. As long as you've done one of them.
Yeah, see, I always had a thing for the Hurricane. I don't know why. To me, it always seemed to be the bridesmaid and never the bride. And whilst everyone else was Spitfire, 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 and don't get me wrong, it done wonderful and great things, and respect to anyone that flew one.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt a little bit for the underdog of the two, the bridesmaid of the pair, and I thought, something, I'm gonna favour Hurricanes, and
but it was the Hurricanes that went into the bomber formations because it could take a damn sight more punishment than.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Lancaster, isn't it? Everyone, get the Lancaster, whereas I was like, something, the Shackleton.
Well, you got the Shackleton, you got the Halifax,
Absolutely, and I
got the Manchester, which was the forerunner of the Lancaster.
Yeah, I would look at the other Avro offerings and that, and would sort of lean towards those. And it's a bit like was it the Tornado that was also a swing wing?
Yes, Tornado was swing wing.
And again, you have people that was Tomcat, and I thought, oh God, I'll do a Tornado then. But there's something about a Tomcat that is a bit, special.
Yeah, it is a bit menacing, but.
And I take it that's a good variant, the Hobby Boss.
I think the one I've got upstairs is a Hobby Boss, but I'm not sure. I know it's in a blue box.
Two people are building one, then I'll get an Hobby Boss one then.
I do. Talking of that, I've got a couple of Tornadoes upstairs and all.
I can imagine with Vincent in the chat, there's obviously going to be an Edward detail upset available for it.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be individual sets, and I'm sure there'll probably be a big Ed as well. But Mr. Eddard himself will be able to verify and confirm that one.
Mark's modelling ramblings is saying, he's got the Airfix Motorhead Heinkel. Yeah, we've had one of those on pre-order since August last year, and Airfix still yet to pull their finger out their bums. But I've got another idea where I can do one because I've managed to acquire the artwork. So I've got a Heinkel HE111. Not actually the bomber variant, but I can actually do the bomber build by using that craft as a donor. So I've managed to secure the artwork.
Yeah, because I did write to Airfix a little while ago, and I think they said it was going to be spring.
They're doing another production run because I pinged them back the other day when we was chatting about it and said, I've had this on pre-order since August. And they went, we are doing another production run, but obviously, things are getting delayed somewhat. And I'm like, Mark saying, I'm not sure whether you'll get one. Well, they're supposed to be doing another run, but whether or not that comes to fruition. But to be honest with you, I've got the artwork. I can recreate the artwork easily. And I've got a donor Heinkel, which is
mine's upstairs.
Yeah, the Roden, Roden, Heinkel, HE111. So,
Yeah, I've got an Airfix one, I think.
yeah, I've got a donor. It's the right scale, and I can recreate it anyway, so it's no longer a problem. So
Yeah.
that's the big old tornado, Tomcat. Apologies.
Just as a if this Heinkel doesn't come off for whatever reason, Airfix can't supply them, I might have a look at a certain Delta Wing flying triangle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a bit peeved at them, to be honest with you, because we went all that hassle of pre-ordering, and I kind of feel a bit let down.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit.
And I don't see why I should go out and order a big old Vulcan off of Airfix if they can't be courteous enough to customers that have tried pre-ordering or they've accepted pre-orders for and not had the courtesy to communicate. I'm reluctant to put money in their
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah, because they've not sent anything out. Anything that we've gleaned, we've been whinging and shouting at them. And,
Yeah, because we was going to do a complete video buddy build and really pimp the living daylights out of the
well,
kit
yeah,
on their behest, and they've kind of flicked us the middle finger, and I just feel a little bit aggrieved that we've been treated a little bit shoddily, if I'm honest. Paul Chaplin there has posted a tornado. Is that Dave? It is, isn't it? Look at that.
yes, it is.
And of course, it wins hands down because
Well, it's got shark's mouth on it.
it's got approved shark mouth. What more can you say?
Well, exactly.
You know, and that's a nice, tidy looking paint job he's got there, mate. I
That's
like
very
it.
nice.
I've noticed that with Paul's builds. He always does a really nice paint job on them.
Hmm.
I think it was Paul that did the Jaguar Mark II, wasn't it? Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul. I think it was you that did the Mark II, and was it Sue that did the Mark One Escort out of the Fast and Furious? But
Yeah,
yeah, two really beautiful looking builds, and yeah,
I think she also did the ACDC Ravel truck.
she did. Very accomplished build as well.
Yeah, very nice.
But yeah, Shark Mouth wins out and hands down. I mean, I've got Shark Mouth going on my UE, and it's like that's big old tornado going on. Let's close that down. James, I'm live, mate. I'll get back to you. Yeah, please, mate, if you don't mind. I know they're going for 70 quid on eBay, and I'm not paying 70 quid, mate. But bear in mind, I've got my Facebook open live, mate. So can you just let me do the gallery, please, buddy? Frank is putting up some pieces there for the shuttle.
That is looking nice.
That's come out really nice. I like this. I like all of that. And
Yeah, that's
a nice set of decals he's using there, Dave, isn't he?
I wonder where he got them from.
Yeah, that's a nice set of tiled decals there, Frank.
That has come on in leaps and bounds, that has.
Someone else there called David is got a M977 Porsche. Is that Dave on your Patreon?
That's me front cover of my Patreon page.
Yeah, Porsche.
Polk, yep.
Yeah, that's what I said, mate.
Yep.
James is on about the birthday bash there, Foes for Fockers, which is over on the Model Officers Mess, and they're back on at 1400 imminently then.
Yep.
Lewis Williams is saying about the photo etch. Now, look at that, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going to aim it. That's it. I'm packing up now.
I mean, that, mate, I can barely see that, let alone you.
Well, yeah, is there a speck of dust on there, or is that a photo etch box?
And Archie's put a question up on the group, which is quite poignant at the moment. What's everyone's projects for the isolation? Mine's the E-Models build. So
I think mine at the moment is to clear the table of shame.
Yeah, you're on a bit of a mission there, mate.
I am. I've got the bit between my teeth now. I'm going to steam through this now.
What have we got? There you go. That's
Ooh.
one of Carl Smith's scratch builds, Dave.
I know.
And this in the middle here, folks, is them Atmel drinks you can get with the bacteria in. I drink them all the time because they give you a bit of a clear out, so to speak. And he sits there and he looks at his Greebly box and he rummages through it and he comes up with little bits and bobs like that. And I just love that. It's different, isn't it?
Right, that's it. I'm clearing my desk now.
So if I had it with Lee, sent me a load of Greebles. Lee Eagle.
He sent you a box of bits, and you come up with some.
Yeah, I did the Tiger build, didn't I? The Greebly's Tiger tank on my channel. The Greebly's box build, and I've still got quite a bit of them Greebles, and I'm rifling them all the time. There's actually going to be quite a few of the Greebles out of that going into the Death Race Commission. So keep an eye out for that, Lee, because you'll see your Greebly's box make another appearance on that, mate, because there's some stuff going in the build there. I just love the quirkiness. I just like the fact that he's created something out of nothing. And, there's that inquisitive, let's just make something.
Yeah.
I used to keep all the stands. Do you remember when you used to buy model airplanes as a kid?
Yes.
You always got a clear styrene stand. And I used to keep all of them. And what I used to do is the different curved shaped ones that were the same size, I'd put a little sheet of styrene in them and I would glue the bases together and I'd make spaceships out of them. And then the bits that planes. So you end up with this stackable spaceship, because I was a bit of a Star Trek freak back then, and that got me. That's what first got me into scratch building in a way, was doing things like that. So seeing what Carl's done there, it just brings back them memories of doing that sort of thing, mate. And there's loads of pictures of that. Someone's been 3D printing there. A little segue here, Dave.
Ah, yeah. I saw this. I think it was. I saw a YouTube review of it, and I thought, well, why should I buy something like that when I can simply do a quick design and print one off myself? And that's what I did. It's probably not as heavy. It's quite light, actually. And I've put some divots in the stand so you can put your brushes in as well.
Oh, that's a result, mate.
Yeah, and I've also, for that, I've got a little side stand so that I can put it on the stand like that, or I can put it in the main one. And it's all right. I'm going to try it out with the figure that I've got in now. I'm going to do a little bit of figure painting when I get a couple of free moments when I'm not doing everything else. But I just looked at it and thought, do you know what? I think if you include the price of the chuck, it probably cost me best part of £5 or £6 to do the whole lot, and that includes all of the printing as well.
Can't argue for that.
And the proprietary one that you can get on from the shops is somewhere between 20 and £25.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl's saying it's a yogurt bottle. Yeah, I didn't know why. I thought it was one of those little Atmel yogurty bottles. But yeah, it's really is a good build, mate. I'm well impressed with that. That's Frankie's shuttle there. More tile decals going down.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I printed a set for him and a set for George, and I thought, you know something, I'm going to do a set for myself and redo it.
Well, why not? Why not treat yourself?
Yeah, there's Lee Eagle's Nissan there. Looking rather nice.
Coming along.
It's even got the lines in it for the heated rear window. Couple of NOS bottles gone in there, Dave, and all.
Yeah.
Did they come with a kit? Did they, Lee, or are they scratch built?
Or did you get them as extras?
Because he's doing a fair old bit of scratch building on this, I've noticed.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job on that. You know, all joking aside, you know, he's looking really nice.
Oh, Frankie's shuttle there. I do like how they've come out because I printed them, but I've not actually sort of laid them over my own shuttle. So seeing them like this is the first time I've seen them applied, and I don't think I did too bad with the sizing.
I think you got that about right, mate.
Yeah, I went a little bit over just in case they shrunk back a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's like anything, you know. I just thought if I make them a fraction bigger than what they perhaps need to be, if they do shrink back, at least, you know, they're not too long, but hopefully he didn't have too much trimming to do on them, to be honest with you. But certainly looking at them, they don't look as if they're a bad fit, mate.
Well, the ones you did for me, I didn't have to do any trimming at all. They was brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that was the World War II van you done, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
For the
yes, I remember putting the first one on and being very tentative and very careful and treated it like a little princess decal. And then the second one that went on, it was like, right, I can move this one around and pull it and stretch it and get a little bit brutal with it.
Lee's saying, no, them NOS bottles are key rings, I think he's saying there. That's a bloody good thing. I'll have a look out for them. I've got a couple that I've downloaded for the Death Race Mustang. I'm going to resin print.
Mm-hmm.
There's Steve Peeney's cockpit there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Sexy. Over at Totally Scale Models. Again, you know, keep an eye on these guys. They're doing their live show this week. There's Jamie Bones' mail tank.
Yep.
And I think that's us up to date with where
I think we're about up to date, mate. Yes, we are, because we did that one last week, didn't we?
Yeah, and that was Clinton Hills' hot rod, wasn't it?
It was.
One with the big old rear tyres there. So I'll just come off of the stop share in there. I'll tell you something, though, Dave. There's some really nice gallery work.
There's some very nice entries in there. Very nice.
So keep them coming, folks.
Definitely.
We're saying, because dare I say it? Oh, let's sit up properly. Dare we say it? It's, you know, the show's about you guys at the end of the day in the chat. You know, show your work off. Let us pimp your work. Any of you that are new to the show that haven't been in before, if you go on to Festa 67's workshop, I'll put the banner up. If you go on to the Facebook, you can post the work on the group there, scrolling along the bottom there. There's also a Facebook page, but if you like the page and join the group, and if you've got YouTube channels, there's an announcement on there. Add your link to your YouTube channel there.
Oh, definitely.
Then what we'll do, if we haven't already featured your channel, remind me. Any of you guys that have put a link in there that I may have forgotten, because there's quite a few in there now. If you've not seen me feature your channel, just bat me a little reminder when we go live. Oh, dude, could you do a YouTube segment this week? Only you've not featured my channel yet. And we'll feature your channels. And what we do there is we just go into the YouTube, we click the channel, we do a little guided tour of your channel and encourage people to subscribe to you. Click the bell so that when you release a new video, they get a reminder. Yeah. If you watch one of our YouTube videos or one of the channels in the chat, before you leave, just give them a thumbs up. All these little stats help us get more features that we can add to the channel, that then we can produce more content for you guys. So it's sharing love, isn't it, mate?
Share and share alike.
Absolutely, mate. I think, it's a good way of doing it.
Definitely.
Mark's modelling rambling. Yes, please, mate. Yeah. I've got an image here, but I haven't scaled it even. Get me words. Yeah, if you could, mate, and bat them over to me, that would be massively, massively appreciated, mate. Lee, James was asking Lee where he got the NOS bottles from. Lee saying I have some festa. So yeah, it's looking pretty damn good, mate. And Skullfish there's saying about Frankie's shuttle that he's loving it.
Yep.
He's Jamie's saying about the Heinkel off of Amazon. Andy McLeish is saying, yeah, let me rest his soul. Yeah, the man was an absolute legend, mate. First time I saw Motorhead live was, I was talking to Dave about it the other day, was on the No Sleep to Hammersmith tour. My ribs rattled, mate. And it's one of them iconic memories you have from your teenage formative years, isn't it? Your first metal concert, if you're a metalhead. And yeah, I can just remember my ribs aching, I'm like, bloody hell, that was loud. But I was hooked, mate. And that was it. And yeah. And even as he got older, he could still put on a good show, mate. And rest his soul, mate.
The only one that I know from them is Ace of Spades, isn't it? Ace of Spades?
Yeah, Mark saying, let me know where to send them. Yeah, Mark, if you send me an email, mate, I'll type my email into the chat now. I won't give my address out live on air, buddy, so I can't, you know what I mean? But thanks, padding Dave for us, mate.
Yeah, I'm just having a look through the chat, and I think we're pretty much up to date. Skullfish first gig he ever went to was Motorhead at Glasgow Barrowlands.
Oh, Barrowlands, good venue, mate. Cool. I bet they got a joint there, didn't they, mate?
Yeah, model rambling. I'll get them done after the show. I think that, I think we're pretty much up to date on the old chat.
Yeah, or he can PM me on Facebook. Apologies for staring at the top of me hat there, folks. But yeah, there you go. But Motorhead at the Glasgow Barrowlands. Cool, Bennett. I can imagine that, mate. Yeah, I mean, we did Live Aid, and I can remember how loud the Who were. And my ribs.
They wasn't exactly quiet.
And rest his soul, Freddie, as we was talking about this, was it Friday? And that moment where Freddie Mercury engaged with the crowd at the Live Aid show, and he realised with a glint in his eye that he had just captured that audience in the palm of his hand. And
but even
what a showman.
He was. It didn't matter where he was, what country he was in, what venue he was in. Within 2, maybe 3 songs of him being on stage, he got the crowd exactly where he wanted them.
Yeah, I wasn't a massive Queen fan up until
then. I'm not. I like some of their stuff, but you watch him on the, I think it was live at Wembley. He just pulled the crowd in, and that was it. They was all singing along, and he was singing with them, and they were singing with him, and everybody was having a great time.
Yeah, I mean, we was lucky, to have been able to go to that concert, and I'm embarrassed to say I wasn't a massive Queen fan up until then, but seeing how that guy came out, and it was almost like he performed just to you. It was really bizarre, but such a vivid, tranquil memory, and props to him and rest in peace and all of that lot. But what a great showman! And there's very few people in the music industry that I think could do that.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, but he just walked on stage and he just entertained.
Yeah, I mean the only other person that I can think of that is very similar to that who's still going because Bowie, bless him, is no longer with us, rest his soul, is Mick Jagger.
Yeah, not
You
again,
know,
not a huge Stones fan, but I like a little bit of their stuff.
yeah, I mean Keith Richards is fantastic on his 5-string guitar, bless him. I love how he does that, and but Mick Jagger can come out and within a couple of numbers, he's got the audience by the short and subtles, should we say, in the palm of his hand, and
Yeah,
can very, easily captivate an entire venue. And even at the age of 70 plus, he's still got that ability. And good luck to him. But we're getting close to that time, Dave. It's
oh
quarter.
Lord, crikey, that's gone quick again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2:15, so we'll just let people know that we'll be going off at past. But
Yep.
Mark saying he was at Live Aid as well. Yeah, it was one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've not seen our normal stalker that comes in around about now just to give out a gentle reminder.
Yeah, the Guru. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Guru, as
he's
far as
been,
I know, is still with us. Jamie Bone is asking, was that Live Aid in '86? It was, mate. Yes, I am that old, mate.
I remember watching it on the telly. I
Yeah,
didn't
it
go
was
for a ticket.
purely by chance because one of my uncles did the security, was part of the security. And how can I say it was a case of, yeah, you'll be going to that, mate. I'll get you in, and off we went. And it was one of them. So, and I vividly remember Queen's performance, and I also remember Bono stood just up on the stage there dancing with a young girl that he had got out of the crowd, and it was my first experience of U2 as well because I hadn't really, because I was a bit of a metalhead, I hadn't really followed them, and I then went on to see several of their concerts over the years before he became a bit of a crusader, should we say, and went off
Yeah.
the tangent. But yeah, it was one of them, and the Who, how loud they were. They were good, Very interesting concept, and I think it was repeated later on, wasn't it? Was it Live 8? They called it.
I think it was. I think they did. I think they did a highlight show of the best bits.
Mm. I still remember the thing I remember most because I was, like I say, a bit of a metal. I can always remember Quo opening up with "Rocking All Over the World," Rick Parfitt giving it live.
Oh yeah.
Fox has just popped in. We were just talking about you, saying we hadn't seen you doing your pimping.
Yeah. Turn up in the last 15 minutes.
You're live in a minute, mate. Pimp yourself. You're the first to tell me off. I've been typing in the chat, by the way, mate. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone's never seen that original Live Aid, there is I think, DVD or Blu-ray set.
You'll probably get it up on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
To be fair.
James Chapman saying, yeah, would love to go and see Metallica and get Avenged. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Battery Live by Metallica. Yeah, that's a rib rattler. And whiskey in a jar. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very loud. James Hetfield's not well at the moment still. He's had a little spell in rehab, bless him. Not doing so well with his issues. So get well soon, mate, at the end of the day. Fox is going, I didn't pop into Pimp, only just got free to come along, but yes, I'm on at free. Yeah, of course you didn't.
Yeah. We'll believe you, but millions won't.
No, all joking aside, we are shamelessly going to pimp the model making guru doing his Warhammer Sunday and Chris doing his, because that's what we do at the end of the day.
And then we got the joyous delights of the four of you tomorrow night on the E-Models channel.
Yep, we've got our Monday E-Model show coming up, and then this Thursday Chris is on because he's now moved his evening with to fortnightly. And then we've just had a Saturday crash, haven't we? Or they're doing their Fokker thing, so I think they might be
they're doing their
Saturday.
Yeah, they're doing their buddy build thing this weekend, so and I think they're on next weekend.
Yeah, and obviously you got Paul coming up with his ISM Friday show at the bench.
Yep.
With him, Dan, I think Luke's on there, Norman. Afraid if I've missed anyone, I do apologise. But Andy McLeish is saying, get your anti-war man and Gumpler toolbox ready. Yeah, 2 secs, Andy, I can do that right now. Been that Fox is in. Yeah, I've got a gadget ready for the Monday E-Model show. Look at that, Dave. Good gadget, eh?
Oh, what you got?
What we got? We got a self-changing screwdriver.
Yeah, only you could.
Yeah. And the beauty of it is as well, is it's got a removable gun barrel that you can put your own bits in. Self-loading screwdriver.
Well, don't shoot your bits all over the desk.
Yeah, so tomorrow when I say to Ted, here, I'm going to flop my tool on the bench, Fox is now going, no, please don't say that, Festa. Please don't say that.
No, I think you should.
Fox is saying he don't know what that is. And I've got an additional one ready as well. And I know deep down Ted will want one of these. That's all I'm saying.
Intriguing.
Oh, yes. If you want to know what's in that box, then tune in to E-Models Monday tomorrow.
Oh, there's a teaser if I've ever seen one.
But yeah, I like my gadgets. I mean, I can remember once I went out, I bought a Black & Decker digital drill, right? Mm-hmm. And I've still got it. And it's done me well, but the reason I bought it is because it was back in the days when Black & Decker did their 2 items in a box promo.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought that particular drill because in the box also was an electric shoe brush. I know. I've still got the drill. But when I moved out my flat, I forgot to take the shoe brush off the wall. When I left it on the wall, I was devastated. Yeah. But yeah, you used to walk up with it, put your feet under it, on it came, gave your shoes a bit of a polish and a buff up. Yeah. I've also got an electric pair of scissors as well. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go, mate. I think we can safely end on the
I think we can.
Rubbish about gadgets bit.
Yep. Yep.
So all I would like to say is thanks everyone for tuning in to our inane drivel on a Sunday.
Yep.
If any of you in the chat are like myself, on isolation and have got a webcam and a mic and you're at your bench and you're a bit fed up because you're not interacting with anyone, this is sincerely meant. You know, PM me on Facebook. If you haven't got us as a friend, add us. If you're on, or in the group or whatever, and just send me an email address or ping me an email address and I'll fire you over a link. And whilst we're at the bench, we can just sit and have a yatter, keep each other company because we're a close-knit community. And I think at the end of the day, let's help each other out at the time of need. Mm-hmm. Any of you that have got duplicates of supplies, or if someone's missing some bog roll and is in need, and some of you have got 24 packs, bung a bog roll in a jiffy bag and send it to someone, let's share the love a bit. You know what I mean? It may sound daft, but
Yeah.
hey, you could be helping someone out, you know, little care package to someone, couple of bog rolls and you know, some sanitizer, or I don't know, you know, but yeah, let's see what happens and get through this, do our thing. Our shows are still going on, aren't they, Dave?
Oh, definitely.
A models will be going on, but just take care of yourselves out there. Follow
Yeah.
the advice you're given. Be safe. And
The old 2 meters separation distance.
yeah, but don't be shy in batting the links. Ain't here, mate. I've got a webcam and I'm at my bench and I'm a bit miserable today because we'll listen and we'll have a laugh with you and
We'll have a laugh and a joke.
share a bit of the love, yeah? So
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it there and say thanks for tuning in.
And I'm going to say bye-bye, everybody. Stay safe and look after yourselves.
Absolutely.
All right, then.
We will catch up with you next week.
Next week for more shenanigans and whatevers.
Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, bye-bye. Stay safe.